Hello, Nigerians. Trust God, you all are doing awesomely okay. I I don't know if I am in shock or I am in self-denial or I really don't understand what is going on with so many people's brain. But it's okay. Everybody has their own way of thinking. But what my prayer is, and I pray and I know that it's not going to be distracted, it's going to be focused, right? Before everything start coming to limelight, everybody have done their own research, okay? I give you for example here in England, yeah. When something happens, they always look at people inside the house when the thing happens, okay? And there was a case that happened in Italy, stroke America. No, the lady was an American, but it was in Italy. Then the guy, they were living in shared accommodation. Then this guy came from outside, I think. Then the best friend of this girl lived in the same property. So this knife in the kitchen, they use it to cut food and cook. Then this guy has also used that same knife to buy that girl, the girlfriend. So obviously, because she doesn't live in the property, now they were looking at who was in the house. Okay, guys, get this straight. They were looking at who was in the house, and they were looking at who they found the DNA in the knife, and two people DNA was found in the knife. So these two people DNA that was found in the knife, because the person who has backbite in the house now automatically is the person that the girl's handprint that is on the knife, right? Because they've messed everything around. Okay, touch things. Now it make the case now like, oh, the guy just came from outside and touched the knife. Maybe he didn't know. You understand? So it's just like the way people are causing distraction for police now to work, or in mobile towers, this one shift this, shift this, shift the police could not work to understand what has happened in that house. Now they jailed that lady, the American lady, for years in jail. Now the case flipped, turned around. An investigation came out. Just somebody like Verydarkblackman who said, we agreed before that she bagged the lady. But right now, something is not adding up together. Let's go back to the case again. We know we said it. We put that one in jail. But let's go and check. Guess what? They went back to check. Lord and behold, it was that guy that by the girl with the knife. You understand? Now, the picture I'm trying to bring here, I'm seeing videos going around saying, oh, Verydarkblackman said this before, said that before, said this before, said that before. Yes, but you guys forget that the same disease person who has by which is Mohbad, everybody pointed narrative to Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Everybody. But nobody could see it coming that Naira Marley does not even live in the country. It wasn't even in the country at the time, Mohbad. Sam Larry threats or all those things, those videos they were showing us, were not even recent video. They were videos in past. Nobody saw that. Everybody was seeing what is happening now. So it's a shame that the same person who is now calling out and say, hold on a minute, this is far beyond what we can see. The same group Witchcraft Coven, WhatsApp, is the one they orchestrated my arrest. Is that the same group chat? Guys, remembered when VDM came out from jail or prison, whatever, he said Toto Dike was Gist lover. Iyabo never said anything. Now, a friend of Toto Dike, close friend, who is now coming out now to say Toto Dike is not the Gist lover. It's Iyabo Ojo, that she's got voicemail. Now, I want to say, did many people not trust on to say it was, they were very sure it was Toto Dike? Now, Toto Dike from afar now can say, okay, Verydarkblackman is a liar because he said she was the one that is Gist lover. But why Verydarkblackman could say Gist lover was Iyabo? Because he was Toto Dike. Because Toto Dike and Iyabo was close at the time, helping Mohbad to sort out, thinking that they're planning for justice. They were seen together, arranging together, put together in different angles, trying to sort things out. But now, when finger came now to Toto Dike never said anything. Iyabo never came out to defend or debunk it. Now they played along. Maybe if the police had arrested Toto Dike and put in jail or whatever, maybe Toto Dike would have confessed to police and said, it's not me, it's my friend. Maybe. I'm just saying. Now, you all who are them going back now to be saying, Verydarkblackman said this, Papa, everybody, even the news broadcaster, the journalist, everybody said one thing. If he's not Papa Mohbad, why is he going for music? Why did he go and sing music? If he's truly mourning his son, if he's this. I could remember people like myself, who my voice was not as loud, still till today. I could remember I was saying people mourn differently. People mourn differently. If they were close together, like just me and my child is so close. I even remember giving a reference how my daughter went for a competition, how we got there. Her coach did not turn up. What happened? He had had an accident on his way somewhere, coming to the place or whatever. He could not make it. Now it's my daughter's turn. Everybody had their coach there. I stepped in as if now, me that normally stays in the audience, shouting, go on, go on. Me now, I was no longer there to shout. I had to go and coach my daughter. But to God be the glory. She still came out first. So that's what since then, the coach and everybody is saying that, Prissy, we don't only need you to be shouting. We need you to come and be helping us to coach the children. I said, no, because any children that don't listen to me, I'll flip. We start laughing. What am I saying? When a parent, I even give example, if my daughter travel for, competition, she goes anywhere, she's not available, I go and sleep in her room. Sometimes I wear her jumper. Everybody mourn differently. I said all this, true or false, for those who were closer to me. Now, let's go back to you guys now bringing distraction to say, Verydarkman has said XY before. Papa Mohbad is this, Papa Mohbad is that. Mohbad, yes, now Lamali must be arrested. Yes, he never denies it. We all said it. Most people said XYZ. Now, he has puzzled, sat back. Verydarkman going to jail was a very good thing. At the same time, it was a very bad thing. But he opened his eyes while he was in that jail to puzzle things together, to start understanding how the minds of Nigerians are. It made him to read books. It made him to see other people. It made him to understand what is going on in jails, in Nigerian system. True or false. And when he came back, that's when he starts seeing things from a far different angles. Is it not the same government, Nigerian authority, that said Mohbad body autopsy is being flew to America? They're waiting for the results. But what are we hearing today? That they never did. It was all lies. Now, why are you guys not pinpointing to that? Now, I hear a story now. I have seen it now that you guys are pushing the narrative that Iyabo never said anything publicly. The person you rebuke publicly is better than the person who is rebuked privately. Let's go down to this. WhatsApp group, who created it? It was Iyabo. And Iyabo used words like B word for Mohbad's dad. You who is watching, you this ladies who is watching, you sirs who is watching. Imagine I stand in front of you, call your father a B word. And your father lost his bicycle. I said, you look at him, you else word, I cannot insult your father. If you watch me insult your father, you didn't do anything, you're a coward. Iyabo insulted a man Iyabo is fighting for. Who is the man? Mohbad. Now Mohbad is no longer here. We're fighting for justice. Who will she be fighting for? The parents of Mohbad and the son he left behind and the wife and the story behind all these four people. Mohbad's father, Mohbad's mom, Mohbad's wife, Mohbad's son. They should be talking together, giving each other information. The only person that will not understand information is Leanne, the baby. Because it's still a baby. So they can have something to tell the baby tomorrow. There's a video I did in past. I said, what about if Mohbad get buried now? Nobody talk about it. And Leanne grows up to find out and go to abroad to go to school and come back and become a forensics or whatever. And then find out. And then say, I want to fight for my father. I want to know what by my father. And now I'm going to raise up the case. Even all of you involved in the case, you are in your 60, 70, 80. You can still be jailed. And you will not enjoy the fruit of your labor. Did I not say that? Nothing God cannot do. You cannot sweep everything under the carpet. In this case, I will say this to you all who are bringing past videos to come and say, this is what you said before. Yes, I said it before based on what I see in front of me. Seeing things I see now, unfolding things that are coming out now, puzzling things together, going to check things, it doesn't make sense. Debunking, for years ago in this same Nigeria, he was accused of something. Who can remember? He was accused. Even what he was accused for was not later true. But at the end of the day, his career since that time, has it been something else? Or has it been blossomed? But at that time, he was accused. Go and interview him. And let him tell you how he felt. What went through his mind. What went through his head for a woman to accuse him of whatever. Do you know what it means? That is how careers get damaged. At the peak of career, some people will go down the drain. What did Naira Marley do? Did he do anything? Was he there? They had a threat. Sam Larry is not even a musician. I've asked questions. Sam Larry is not even a musician. He brought stocks, okay, they wanted to beat him up or whatever. When was that? And he was reported to the police. Did the police use that to arrest Sam Larry? Did they puzzle that together to link to what has happened? Bully is wrong. Nobody can tell me right now bully is right. Bully is wrong. What messed up all this is the WhatsApp group that you all are failing to open your eyes to know what is going on. Is the WhatsApp group. How was it the WhatsApp group? Is the WhatsApp group something will happen? They will orchestrate it there, arrange it there, and then throw it out there from big bloggers, because people believe in big bloggers, believe that they cannot say anything that is not verified. And people start running with it. True or false? Imagine, you guys forget, is this same WhatsApp group Verydarkman was put in jail? And imagine that period, the mother went into shock, God forbid, or the father goes into shock, or the siblings goes into shock, or himself goes into shock and buy. Do you know that things like that can buy people? But because he's still with us here today, because he's still around here today, you guys don't understand. Pray nobody lies on you. You who is watching me, tell me the full reason Iyabo Ojo cannot come out and say, Papa, Mob. See, in a wedding, there is always problem. I go to weddings a lot. There's always quarrel, fire, or whatever. After wedding, everything died down. In funeral, the same thing. Different emotions will be going through everybody. I want to ask you a question. Why can't Iyabo, regardless how Mohbad dad is feeling, angry, anxious, whatever, why can't she put it aside and say, Father, I am fighting for your son. I'm fighting for you to get justice. This can't continue in this country. Baba, sit down. Mama, sit down. Anytime she's going, she go with a male figure or recorded and talk to them and say, this is a new development. This is XYZ development. Why would she even be doing investigation without the police doing it? I don't understand. Let's think twice. What is going on now? You youth in Nigeria, most of you who are enabling all this here, most of you are cowards. Let me tell you why you're cowards. The older generation who has the president, vice president, all those big people, the politicians, they are laughing at you or mocking you all. They say these are the people that want to come and take power to rule the country. Look at them, they're fighting themselves. No one is so intelligent to understand what this one is saying or what is going on. All they want to do is to build their own self-ego. They'll be laughing at you guys. Even in the Bible, youth are very important. Children are the next generation. But you guys, they are the future of tomorrow, they say. But what I see is like people following crowd. People following crowd. And when people start getting paid to take out narrative that is wrong, you are buying your own integrity. I can never be bought. Not with 10 cents. Not even with this whole world. I can never be bought. There's no amount of money. You can't even dash me any money I take. If I take it in your presence, you see me dashing it out for other purposes. I can't. I can never be bought. Never. I've always worked hard. Yes. I can never. I read my lips. But you mothers who have your own indoors, and you are saying they should forget this case. You all forget how you all stood as well. Talk about Papa Mohbad. Talk about Mama Mohbad. Talk about Wumi. What about tomorrow we'll not find out that DNA, something is fishy. Maybe that baby is not even Mohbad's child. Maybe it's the brother. Or, allegedly, maybe it's someone else. And Iyabo knows everything. Iyabo has to cover this. Or they've gone to check and see that, even if everybody will agree for it, then to cover up, Papa Mohbad will not agree to cover up. So let's look for a way to silence him, to make him shut up, to make him look like the idiot, to make him look like the F, to make him look quiet, to make him look miserable. What about that? Have you guys thought about it? Sometimes, let's use our tongues to count our teeth. And some of you, you're trying to unravel something that is already out there. Some of you are even trying to cover something that is already unraveled. It's sad for me to watch or hear in the background, hearing how women talk or men talk. I watched a video this morning. I commented on his page where he said for mentioning chromosome, now that Verydarkman for spoil the case. Fair enough. You think everything in your page is cruise. You laugh. Have you ever lost somebody? You pray not to lose someone you love. Someone you are with every day or every time. Not most of us who have traveled abroad. Mama, you never see your man for 10 years. You don't see your papa for 5 years. You don't see your papa for 2 years. It's different from who you see every day or every time. You eat together. You drink together. You see each other. You live around the corner. You call each other to say, buy me mango where they come. Buy me cup of tea where they come. Buy me suya where they come. You will miss that person. The feelings is over the moon. That's why you see many people, when they are picking by or their papa by, their life can never be the same. You see automatic gray hair. You see automatic stretch mark. Everything will come out in their body. You see everything will just come out automatically in their body. You'll see it. You'll be shocked to say, how did this happen? The person will look depressed. Not everybody. I've lost someone just 6 months ago. I buried someone. Sorry, 8 months ago now, December. On December 13, I buried her. I see her every day. I bath her. I clean her. I feed her. We talk. We go every Monday for tea. I chat with her. I tell her things. Even when she stick by. I was even holding doctors because it's not easy to lose anybody. Even your enemy that you see every day. You will still feel it. Have you guys asked yourself? Have you asked yourself genuinely? Since this, arresting somebody, going to jail for what you did wrong, you can know you've done it, you did it, you will not do it again. You understand? You know you will not do it again. Talk less, you did not do anything. You didn't do it wrong. You did not do anything. But suddenly you get arrested. Do you know the mental health that goes with that? Do you know the issues that go with that? It kills, inside and outside. It damages. What is wrong with you all? Let's call a spade a spade. Let's think twice. Let's think twice. Let's focus on what is on ground now to deal with and do more investigation to know who by Mohbad, so that things like this will not be swept under the carpet again. So that things like this will not be going, left and right. People, it might be your turn tomorrow. You never know. You never know. It might be your family member tomorrow. You never know. Because you're in abroad, you will know who do it. What about family you left back home? Let's use our tongues to cut our teeth. And be careful. Be careful. And this narrative going on. Now, woman wake born picking 9. It's hard for you to see where they say they want to do a maternity test. It's only when a child is born in hospital, they adopted the child. Or they swap a child, which is very rare. A mother is a mother who carried the child. But a father is not a father when the father is not being proven he's a father. That's why you see some people, they are still married. Have you not seen people, they want to come to United Kingdom, America, Canada, they'll go and do DNA test. They'll find out that the children were not the man's own, or the child were not the man's child. Have you guys not seen? You've not seen? Oh, come off it. DNA in Nigeria, they even stopped it. Like places like Zambia and all those places, they even stop it if they want to bring their children to UK. It's UK that will request where they want them to go and do the DNA test. Yes, because of so many things that is going on in the country, in the system. Guys, please, whatever has been said before concerning Mohbad's case, then it was hot. Everybody was like, tension. But right now, as I'm talking to you all, let's use now and then to puzzle things for positive, not bringing negative. And you fair talk like this, fair talk like this. So what? Everybody did. Show me one person, 100% one person who never brought out different, who never agreed to Sam Larry, bullying and all that. Tell me one person. Just tell me. You guys should tell me. That WhatsApp group was the one that ruined this case completely. You guys should know that. Let justice take his place. That's all I can say. More videos to be dropped. Mohbad's dad, God will grant you wisdom. God will grant you strength. Your son's case, your son, Mohbad, justice will be prevailed in the name of Jesus.